Let me show you on the map. We're gonna go inside of the station here, but let's take a minute here just to check out on the Google map where exactly we are in Hokkaido. So you can see there's Japan. I'm up in the north. Tokyo is down there in the center of Japan, and then up here is the island of Hokkaido in the north. You can see where I am on the map. It's kind of north center in the Daisetsuzan, not far from Daisetsuzan National Park, which is a beautiful place. It's gonna have the autumn colors turning a little bit later this year than normal. Here's where we started on that big plaza. This is all brand new on that side of the station. It was a much different place 7 years ago, so they finished it all. But look at the other side of the station. It is so natural and so green. Look at that. It's stunning. And we're gonna go, I'm gonna show you that other side before we go through the city. And we have about 25 minutes to complete this live stream because I got another place to go. I'm gonna be going to the Blue Pond of BA, driving over there right after this, as well as the Asahikawa Zoo. Maybe I'll take you live. Or we're gonna walk down that double street down the center of the screen there. And then you can see, I wanted to show you the back side of the station here. I actually camped there 7 years ago. I don't know if you're allowed to do that, but I didn't see any signs not to, and they let me out. The ride let me out there when I was hitchhiking, so that's where I ended up staying in a tent. Yeah, pretty cool stuff. Hokkaido is a pretty cool place for hitchhiking. I don't recommend it to anybody because there are risks, but if you do decide, you can do it here. All right, let's go into the station real quickly. I want to show you the other side of it before we start. Give you just an idea of what's inside of the station here. So looks like just copyrighted music playing inside the station, so I'm gonna keep talking just because of that. That's really easy for me to do. I'm kind of used to doing it. You can see there's the entrance to the station. This feels more like a shopping mall. It's got that real modern feel to it. This station, I like it. The renovations has brought it into the 21st century, which a lot of the stations around Japan sorely needed. Hokkaido stations have seen, in particular, Wakkanai in the very north of Japan, that's Japan's northernmost point, has seen a really good renovation of the station there. You can see here, very long walkway. There's a 7-Eleven on the other side. And this is a place where there's a lot of camping, a lot of nature activities. You can see, it looks like there's some mountain bikers out here. But I brought you to the side because I wanted to show you how Asahikawa is pretty much in the middle of nature. And now that summer has finished, the flowers are starting to go away, the summer flowers, and autumn is coming. You can really feel it in the chill in the air right now. But if I take you to the end of the platform, the end of the station, it's just weird because the contrast between the sides is amazing. You could actually rent a bicycle, and you can ride along this path for quite a ways. And it doesn't feel like a city at all. There's no traffic lights on this side. There's a bridge here that connects to the other side. Again, like I'll show you really quickly on the map here. You can see what the backside looks like. And we're at on the very right of your screen, that's where I am. You can see that green part goes on for quite a while following the Chubetsu River. That's where we are right now. It's really nice. The weather's starting to get better. It was raining on me as I walked from the station to the hotel, and we're gonna be now walking to my hotel, which was shockingly amazing. I don't know why I said shocking, but I don't know. I didn't expect that Asahikawa would have like what feels like a 5-star hotel, and it was priced pretty good. So this is my breakfast about an hour ago. That's not too bad. I don't know why they put salmon on the waffles. I'm American. We put maple syrup on there. I will take it. The coffee was hot. All right, let's go inside, go to the other side. I'm gonna walk down. What's really famous here is the ramen. I also noticed that's like a gold nugget. I also noticed that there's a lot of art along the streets, community art, which I really dig. I think that's really good to see. Now coming here I flew here yesterday morning into Asahikawa Airport. It's kind of far to take by train, and the Shinkansen only goes as far as Hakodate right now, so you have to take local train lines. You can see up there the train platform. Like for a lot of, that train's going to Sapporo and Iwamizawa, which is where I hitchhiked a couple of years ago. And you can see here the train lines. Just to give you an idea of the there's not a lot. You can see from Sapporo is 4,690 yen on the local train, so that's kind of a ways. It's kind of a ways. A lot of people hanging out inside as it's drizzling outside. There's a couple of stores open in the morning, but for the most part, things don't open until later here, I noticed, and things close early, I noticed. A lot of places will close at 7, and then the izakayas, of course, are open pretty late. So now we're gonna make our way down this street. It's a long brick walkway. The airport bus will drop you off. I don't wanna move you too fast or on a zoom lens. We'll drop you off over there. So in order to get to this big red brick walkway, you have to kind of walk around. But in fact, that's the airport bus over there. Drop me off, that blue and white one. Okay, let's get moving. Opideo Sneo. Sorry, I got that one. Hi, Jen. I told you about a year ago I would be moving to Japan with my family. I've officially started the process and I am starting a business in Japan. Congratulations. Enjoy a coffee, tea, or milk on me. You got it. I am slightly caffeinated more than usual thanks to the breakfast, but I will use that when I get into the car and drive to the Blue Pond. And if they have a signal there, I will bring you for a couple of minutes to the Blue Pond. It'll be a quick live stream, but I think it's kind of special when you do things live. For better or for worse, because this stream started off a little funky with the cameras not working so good. This red brick area is kind of neat. It's really massive. So I'm wondering what it's like in summer. They probably have food trucks and stuff. At least that's the way I would think they would do it. Good, we got a green light. This Aeon Mall is also very new. There is a Starbucks in there, the only one in the city, I believe. Aeon malls, they add a lot of value to communities, although that they take jobs away from mom and pop shops. Y'all know that. It's kind of like Aeon Mall, it's kind of like the Walmarts. They're really cool and great and good for consumers, but at the same time, it's harder for the mom and pops and the family-run businesses to compete. So I think it's good that they put it in front of the station. There's still a lot of mom and pop shops in Asahikawa, and I'm really glad for it. One of them that I'm gonna try to walk by. The rain's not too bad. I am wet, but it's not too bad. Let me put it to you like this. I was born wet. We all kind of were. I don't mind getting a little wet. It's just weather. I'm the kind of person that's been out there in the snow, the rain. You know, I've been in about 5 or 6 Naked Man festivals where I have just a thong and I'm running out in the cold snow, so I don't mind too much. There's like a really good feeling of going out. This feels like autumn. This feels like autumn. There's a breeze, there's a chill. I'm starting to see leaves blowing in the wind. This is so autumn. I'm going back to Tokyo where they have much, much warmer weather. Where's the supermarket? Hey, Michael Sasano's in the house. Aloha, my brother. You are bright and early. Rainy weather means time to pick up a warm snack. I'm gonna need that too, thank you. I'll get some lunch. I'll see if I'll send you a picture of it. I might get something at the airport. But the breakfast was pretty massive here. You can hear that chirping sound. There's a tsukimi burger. That's Lotteria has their own tsukimi burger flapping in the wind. Now, a lot of these places don't open up. I noticed there's like a capsule hotel or something. It says Premier Hotel Cabin. I guess that's maybe just a hotel that's named Cabin, which is a weird name for a hotel. But it's just that they've done so many renovations here. I hardly recognize what it looked like from a few years ago. So I'm gonna be walking in this direction. So here's a map of Asahikawa. We're right now on that double street, slightly center left, right there. Champagne Sumo's here. Purchase at mom and pop stores. You got it. I'm stopping off Champagne Sumo. I'm so happy to hear from you. I'm gonna be stopping off at a Michi no Eki, which is like a local roadhouse. And this is where a lot of the mom and pops and the locals sell their vegetables. And the one thing that Kanai told me to do was to get some vegetables and bring it back with me. So that's exactly what I'm going to be using with that money. So let's support some of the local farmers, and maybe I'll stop off at a local ramen stand. But speaking of which, I want to show you, one second. As you're walking, I like the fact they call these roads like Jodori. So this is Ichi Jodori and Ni Jodori, and we're in between them. And I think the place I want to just walk by real quickly, which is maybe the most famous one, my friends at Aoba. There's the first generation, the second generation above me, and the third generation, which is to the right. And it's a family-run business, and I've been going there for the last 10 years? No, more. No, 20 years. I had a bowl of ramen when I first came to Japan at Aoba. I don't remember much, but I remember eating there. And then I came here for when I was hitchhiking 7 years ago and got a chance to see them then. And they remembered me when I walked into there. So I'm gonna walk over to Aoba and try to show you the front of that restaurant. So we'll walk off of the main street here, but it was really nice. I was so happy to see them again, and I was happy that they remembered me. But what was, oh look, Matsuya has also some kind of a tsukimi autumn moon type of deal. Yesterday, the moon was just stunning. Let me see if I think I might have a picture of it. I took some video last night. Maybe not. I took it with the other app. I took some pictures of it last night. We have a really big moon right now. The full moon, I think it was yesterday. Whoa! It's Nomi Hodai, all you can drink for 800 yen. That's like $5 for all you can drink beer. That's crazy. That's not good. Like I can't even drink one full beer now. Another donation writes in, Champagne Sumo, mom and pop shops are the heart and soul of the town, of the country, I would say. I have so many friends that I made because of mom and pop shops, because the store owners are very talkative. They know the town. This is some of the art I was telling you about. Look at that cat right there. It's really cool. Yeah, the mom and pop shops are the heart and soul of any country, I think, because then you really can feel local areas through their, what we would say, omotenashi, or their hospitality. You don't get that when you get chain shops, because people are just working there. I just work here. But at mom and pop shops, it's more, you know, I live here. This is my home. I serve everyone who lives around here. I know everything about the town. And that's another reason I love to get out of Tokyo, because there are mom and pop, there are locally run places in Tokyo, but just doesn't feel the same. So I will be buying a lot of stuff now. Thank you. I'm not gonna go home empty-handed. All right, I like the fact that here you can see they also have, it's raining and it's quite early, but they have picnic tables with umbrellas, mostly for the sun, but you can get a chance to eat and drink outside. There's a Lawson's down the street over there. Lawson's is more popular than 7-Eleven here. I noticed that. And I noticed that the food, 7-Eleven's food's pretty good, and it's better in Tokyo. And Lawson's food is better in Asahikawa, because I guess it's more local. And 7-Eleven might be coming closer from Sapporo. They got to truck the stuff up. I don't think they have a local supplier. I don't know. Just this is my hypothesis, but there's only a couple of 7-Elevens in the Asahikawa station area, and there's like 15 Lawsons. And it's really weird like that. There's also Seiko Mart, which is the Hokkaido only convenience store. Seiko Mart has some pretty interesting foods, including like this kind of a kitchen bento takeaway. But there's only one around Asahikawa Station. I was a little surprised by that. All right, I'm taking you in this direction for one reason, to go past Aoba Ramen, which is my favorite and maybe the longest running ramen shop in the area. Tenkin is also quite good. And I noticed on the map there's like 3 Tenkin restaurants. So they've really expanded. But Aoba has stayed that one shop. I'm trying to think, is it down here or over there? Let's see where I am on the map. Did I go too far? It's hard to say. It's hard to say. I thought it was here. I might have gone too far. Oh, it's all right. You're gonna see the entrance of it in an edited video really soon anyways. Yeah, we went one street too far. Hey you! Back off! I remember you Hokkaido crows. Do you know Toby? Yeah, you better go. Over there. Do you know Toby? He was here, I saw him about 7 years ago. Are you a descendant? Direct? Indirect? It's big. It's gone. Very few of you know Toby. I think it's just the nature. All right, Tenkin is over there. That's the main shop. Really good ramen place. Actually, the walk is almost done. I don't know, there's not a lot more I can show you. Tenkin, I think Tenkin has more of like a mainstream ramen taste. And Aoba, the noodles, the soup, my God, it's so good. Asahikawa's ramen has much more oil on it. The reason why is because this place gets to like minus 40 degrees Celsius in the winter. It's freaking cold. So in order to keep the soup warm, they put a layer of fat on the top of the broth, and you can see it sopping right there. It's actually beautiful. And that fat insulates it and keeps the soup warmer longer. All right, let's make a run for it. So the ramen here is really famous and really good. Again, here's a shot of my friends at Aoba last night. 77 years they've been doing it there. So I got to talk with them for about 15 minutes at the end of it as they were cleaning up. They remembered me. I don't call in advance out in the countryside sometimes, because like you just show your face, just walk in there and everybody knows your name type of place, although it was 7 years ago. But it's really cold here. Saurit is here. Hey, John, get treats for Kanai and Leo on me. Thank you. I'm not coming back empty-handed. I'm bringing back boxes of vegetables and some gifts from the Michino Eki and maybe something from the supermarket. Interesting. Look at this. This shop, you guys might remember this from a video I made a few months ago. Kanko is the school uniform maker for Japan. It's the biggest one. There's many of them, but this is the biggest one, and you can see they have the Asahikawa school uniforms here. This one's got like a light blue. I like that. Interesting. I see they have salesmen all over the country because they still do it in the old way of salesmen going in and discussing how they can make a uniform. What are the things that the students like? How do they make the uniforms different than their parents' uniforms? So it's cooler because nobody wants to dress like their parents, right? I don't know. Maybe. But there's where I'm staying, the hotel I'm at, and we pretty much reached it. It was a 12-minute walk. I can't believe we just went 1.3 kilometers or about up the main street pretty much to here. Look at that three-wheeler. That's pretty sweet. A lot of motorcycles. So people are riding, and Peter and I rode around the southern part of Hokkaido not too long ago, 2022. It feels like yesterday. There is this cool outdoor area as well. Do you see that over there? I wanted to go get a drink there, but there was nobody outside last night, so I'm like, yeah, I don't want to drink alone. And you know what? I don't need any alcohol. Just gonna keep going. All right, that brick building right there is where I'm staying. I'm gonna show you the lobby real quickly. It's a Hoshino Resort. It's their top graded. They have a 3, 5, and 7, I believe. So this is a level 7 in OM07. And yeah, I booked this place to stay for tonight. And I want to say thank you to these two Hoshino Resorts. You know, the one thing I try to do wherever I go is I call in advance, except like family-run businesses, but this is a chain, so I called in advance and I got in touch with their PR people, and they were really nice, and they gave me the room for a complimentary room, which was great. And they said, please show in the next video that I'm editing, please show our hotel. And I said, I will absolutely do that. So I have this stunning breakfast scene, and the breakfast here is one of the best that I've had. Hokkaido is very famous for breakfasts. I don't know why. Some of the best breakfast places are in Hokkaido. Hakodate has the best breakfast in Japan. At least it's always been in the top 2 or 3 every year. That's the La Vista Hakodate Bay Hotel. It is incredible. The rooms are smallish, but the food is incredible. And I don't think you can get the breakfast unless you actually stay there. Carrie, it is chilly up here. It says it's 15 degrees Celsius. It was 14 degrees not too long ago. It feels like, I don't know, 50 degrees Fahrenheit, 10 degrees Celsius with the rain, I think. Here, I have a video of you can see not too long ago it was that. I was like, what? That's a pretty good temperature. All right, here I'm at the hotel. Before I go inside, I just wanted to show you a couple of things. Check this out. Do you see this? That is on the left side Honshu Island, and on the right side Hokkaido. You can see that black spot on the right side. Do you see it? Let's see if can I bring up the photo? It won't let me zoom in. That black spot on the right side is Hakodate and Hakodate Bay. So I thought that was so cool to get video of it. And you can see the foot of Hokkaido, which is totally awesome on the flight. And I also saw this here. This is so cool, flying right over Skytree yesterday. I'm gonna use this in a video for sure. Oh man, looking down on the Skytree was so cool. And you can see Asakusa and the building down there, the golden poo. You can just make it out. I'm definitely gonna be using that in a video. All right, let me show you quickly just the lobby of the hotel. Just the lobby of the hotel. I don't want to get too much into it, but because it's raining, there's not a lot I can film. I was gonna get the drone out and get some shots, but because of the weather, we could take it a little bit slower with the live stream today. All right, out of the rain and into the hotel lobby. Just for a little bit. People are very early risers here because it's a natural, you want to be a morning person in Hokkaido. I should have gotten an umbrella. They had a bunch of them. Look at this. This is the breakfast place. It's so nice. That's right. This is where I ate breakfast this morning, and there's a scene in the edited video that I'm making here from there. The food was outstanding. It was a really good breakfast, and I loved, like, they put here bar, so you can also just go in here and take a coffee. They take it out after checkout, I think, but you can get a cafe au lait and stuff. It's basically the same one at the convenience stores. American, which is me. So I can get that as well. There we go. These are nice cups. American. Get one for... What's the difference between an American and a coffee? I guess it's just American is weak coffee. I'm offended by that. I'm kind of offended that they think American coffee is weak. This doesn't... Yeah, that is really weak looking coffee. When I was in France, they called this, my French friend Eric, who I've known for 26 years, 27 years. He calls this sock water, American coffee. Hold on a second. I'm gonna sit down here. Oh, okay. He calls American coffee sock water. That's really weak. That's half hot water, half coffee. Just a little coffee talk with you guys. Let's see, any questions here? Hey, Erica's in the house. I'm going to Hokkaido next year. Will the fact that I only know some Japanese be an issue? I don't think so. You know, I think Hokkaido has done a really amazing job in the tourist attraction areas of having people who can deal with tourists quite effectively. I talked with my friends at Alba. Now, they didn't have a lot of tourists there in the past. They didn't. When they always say how good my Japanese is when I come in there. And the owners told me that they're getting more tourists than they are locals now, which is outstanding and also scary. And I told them that the video I made 7 years ago has 600,000 views about, and he was shocked. The recipe for the Alba ramen comes from China, and the third generation, the grandfather, he was in China during the war, and he learned how to make ramen. So apparently he was a lover, not a fighter. There were people like that, and he was a cook, and he brought back ramen to Asahikawa 77 years ago. And that's been one of the staples for Asahikawa ever since. So Alba is just huge. Wow, disabled gamer writes in here, Otani just got 50-50. Oh my God, really? We knew it was gonna happen. I just didn't expect it would happen so soon. Go for 60-60 now. Oh my gosh, thanks for sharing that. K Coke writes in here, how's the foliage? It hasn't changed yet. So the foliage is the same as it's like kind of browning, but it's gonna be about 10 days. It's gonna be about 10 days later than last year. So 10 days later than normal, and last year was kind of late. So I would say, yeah, we're talking like October-ish, like mid October. Nothing in September. Maybe late October. I don't know. It's gonna be December for Tokyo, I believe. So it's later than in years past. John, it's weak. Thanks for the super chats, because I'm gonna have to get something stronger, or get coffee and pass the American. Don't get American, get coffee. I'm just saying, if you like coffee and you want it to have caffeine in it, get coffee, skip the American in Japan. Americano, no. Coffee, unless you're drinking like a 32. That's, you know what? In the US, they have these like 1 liter coffees. It's massive. The coffee holders in the cars in America, I was told from a friend who works at Honda, he said they make the holes for the drinks from cars in America bigger than the holes in the cars that they make for the Japanese market. I believe that. But if you're gonna be drinking a 1 liter coffee, it's probably gonna be weak coffee, because you don't need to drink a 1 liter coffee when it's coffee, if you catch my drift. I'll send you a bag of 100% Kona coffee. Michael, you don't have to do that. That's really kind of you. You don't have to do that. Just, you know what? Save it for when I come to Hawaii again. Kanai and I are already talking about it. See if we can do it next year. If not earlier, it would be nice. Yeah. All right, that's all that I got for you. I'm gonna prepare, I gotta get dressed. These clothes, this jacket is a rental. That's the story that I'm gonna bring into you. A rental clothing. I didn't bring any luggage. I rented all my clothes here. Like not yukata or kimono, like regular clothes. And I'm not undergarments, okay, just in case you're asking. Yeah. All right, everybody, that's all I got for you. I'm gonna show you the lobby just a little bit. And then I'm gonna skedaddle. But it's really pretty in here, so I hope that you guys have a good day and a good night. I'll see ya. Mata ne. It's not Tim Hortons. I don't think we have that here.